Hi everybody, it's time for your Farm and Ranch news. Well, hey, it looks like U.S. pork exports concluded an excellent first half with another strong performance back in June. That's according to some new data just released by USDA and was compiled by the U.S. Meat Export Federation. USMEF President and Chief Executive Officer Dan Hallstrom says, while well below the record pace established last year, June beef exports topped $900 million in value, pushing first half export value to nearly $5 billion.
We had the highest value since the fall of 2022 for a month, so easily the largest value month for this year, led by Mexico. And if you look at Mexico year to date, we're up 14% on the beef side, and that's a combination of variety meats and muscle cuts. We have some other regions continue to show growth as well.
Meanwhile, after a strong start earlier this year, exports of U.S. lamb muscle cuts trended sharply lower in the second quarter, with first half exports down 5% now in terms of volume and 6% in terms of value. Stay with us. We'll have more ag news right after this.
Why beef? Because it sustains my family's sixth generation family ranch, America, and a good chunk of the world.
Well, Columbia Grain is reminding farmers across our region to make safety a top priority during this year's harvest season.
You know, every year when harvest begins, one of the things that we strongly encourage all of our patrons as well as our employees to do is pull out that equipment that's been sitting, since last year and make sure you go over it thoroughly and do all the preventive maintenance on it. One of the worst things that can happen is to have equipment problems on the road. It creates, a potential tragedy that could happen on the road because of a maintenance thing.
He says with more hot temperatures expected, folks should also pay close attention to heat exhaustion.
Now this year, even more so than others, we've recently encountered a lot of heat. So one of the other things that we're watching our employees very closely for is signs of heat stress. The same thing, we recommend the same thing for our patrons. Our producers, a lot of times, it's a family operation, and family, they tend to push themselves a little bit more. And so it's always important to be looking out for your fellow family members and looking for signs of heat stress.
And he says it's really important for farm owners to lead by example for the rest of their family members and employees when it comes to prioritizing safety on the farm. And finally today, it looks like self-propelled combine sales continued to increase in the U.S. while total farm tractor unit sales in the U.S. and Canada declined in July. The latest data from the Association of Equipment Manufacturers says that overall unit sales of U.S. combines rose almost 11% compared to July of 2022, while tractor sales dropped 5% compared to July of last year. The tractor decline, they say, was driven largely by softness in the smaller horsepower segment this time. So far this year, tractors are down more than 9% in the U.S., while combines are up 41%. That's a look at your farm and ranch news. Have a great day.